So the question I have is, has 2K finally figured out what to do about my faction? For the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, I went into my faction, and I played my faction a lot, but this is the first time ever that I have gone into my faction and I have purchased a persona card with virtual currency, where I used my credit card and I had bought Roman Reigns, the Man Bun 2024 version. I held off doing this for the whole year because the prices, as a lot of you know, are very, very wild, very aggressive, very difficult to get the cards just by grinding it out. And my own personal feeling has been, hey, if you get these cards lower in the price in the market, then I might consider buying it if they're reasonable, between $5 and $10. Well, 2K has actually done that with this version of Roman Reigns. Now, not all persona cards are updated though in the market. We got a lot to talk about. Plus we got other WWE 2K topics we got a deep dive for you today. What's interesting is that this is either a glitch in the game, in the market, or it's 2K testing something out with players. I kind of hope it's something that they're testing out, because it's an odd one to just have as a glitch. So the card market has updated and you see a variety of the Amethyst cards that are there. We still have Chad Gable, we still have Becky Lynch that are persona cards that are listed there, available to just purchase outright, but the pricing on them is still extremely aggressive. They have not been updated, they have not been changed. You got to spend $30 to $40 on a Becky Lynch or Chad Gable, which is just outrageous. But then we have Roman Reigns, and this version of Roman is the persona card version, and you can purchase him if you have enough virtual currency or my faction points. You can get him and play him in the base game. I went ahead and I didn't have enough virtual currency or my faction points, so I bought him, and it was the equivalent of $10. It's 27,000 in virtual currency, and I went and got enough VC so that I could buy him, and yeah, it's $10 to get that Roman Reigns. I like it. I like the model. The model looks excellent, but it does have some drawbacks, and then I want everyone to consider when looking at this and if they want to pull the trigger on getting these persona cards. So Roman Reigns, if you go into edit Roman Reigns under the roster, you'll see that Roman Reigns 2024 with the Man Bun, he does not have a proper in-game render. So you purchase him, it doesn't come with a rendered image, which is odd. You'd think you would just get him in the tracksuit and that'd be good. So I thought, all right, I'm gonna go in then and I'm going to try and change out his rendered image and edit Roman Reigns. You cannot. These persona cards that you download are locked. So even if you go under creation and edit the superstar, you'll see everybody there, but you won't see the persona models there and available. They have blocked them out completely and you can't change anything. This is a big bummer because, and this has been the way for these persona cards, that you cannot modify them in any way unless you're on PC and you got all the fun stuff there, then you do whatever you want. But on console, I did this on my Series X, I can't change anything with Roman. And this is a problem because at a basic level, I just want to change his rendered image. Like, lock the attire, fine, but which is also, that sucks, but I can't even change his rendered image. So in game, everyone's got these beautiful HD renders, and my persona version of Roman does not, so it looks like almost like a creation. So there's nothing else different with him. He's got the Man Bun and he's got the tracksuit, but you can't change anything. So you got to keep that in mind if you are going to get a Chad Gable, a Becky Lynch. If you can find Seth Rollins in the Shield version, you're not going to be able to change anything with them, and that is part of this problem with these My Faction cards. Now, is this a glitch or is this them testing stuff like I mentioned? I think that it's probably something that they are testing. I find it hard to believe that this would be just a glitch, but you never know, the game's got lots of glitches in it. But if it is something that they're testing, it could be them trying to figure out with the market, literally players market, to see how players respond to this. Dopes like me end up buying it, great for them. But are they going to be able to see that more people are buying the persona cards, are playing My Faction because of this, because of the reduced costs? I certainly hope so, because a lot of people have fun playing My Faction, and I hope that this is something that they correct and it's not a one-time glitch, because the prices are outrageous. $30 to $40 and the model cannot be modified at all. That's not right. Now, I'm sure the reasoning behind it is probably due to a licensing thing with WWE. And I'm guessing here, but WWE, it's their license. They can use it and decide how they want their wrestlers to be utilized, how they want their likeness to be distributed and used in a video game. And maybe, just guessing here, but maybe it's a case where they said, yes, you can have Roman Reigns with tracksuit and the Man Bun, but we don't want the ability to modify, change anything else when it comes to their model, thus keeping everything blocked off. And that would be my only guess here, and kind of makes sense based off of how you can't change anything with these persona cards. So maybe it's the only workaround that we get when we want alternate models of superstars in the wrestling game. So just be aware that you can't change anything with Roman, but for 10 bucks, this is way more reasonable. And it does give me some hope. I'm cautiously optimistic that the rest of the year, they could start uploading all of these My Faction models. And hey, do something better and give us like D-Generation X, Triple H 1999. Give me Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Come on, I need Scott Steiner in there. And let me buy Scott Steiner for 10 bucks. I will do that. I will do that, but I won't do it for $40. Now, something else that you may need to know about and comes in terms of pricing and if you want to do it or not is going to be the next DLC. Within the season pass, we've got a couple of packs here, and the next one coming out is the Pat McAfee Show pack. This DLC is coming out July 24th. It's right around the corner. Keep in mind, we are probably going to be getting a large patch to go along with the DLC, and in there, I hope that we see significant updates and changes. Probably a lot of maintenance stuff. We just came off of a massive bugged out game for like the last 2 weeks, and they hotfixed those things with the AI, but we're still seeing a lot of issues, and I know players want to see a lot more done and fixed and updated with the game. So with the Pat DLC, expect another round of fixes and updates coming with that. The Pat McAfee pack is going to give you Pat McAfee, it's going to give you Ty Schmidt, it's going to give you Boston Connor, AJ Hawk, Darius Butler, and the My Faction content, the superstar cards for every single one of them to be used in My Faction. Now you can go and get the DLC within the season pass itself and shop around, because usually 2K, when it's the summertime like right now, all the DLCs are usually on sale in terms of the season pass, and if you want to buy the individual DLC, you can do that, and that pack is probably going to cost you in the neighborhood of $10 for just the individual pack. The problem is, with this one, Pat McAfee is the only one that a lot of people want. Some people want the other one, and I've seen good suggestions online, like just make everybody else a jobber or part of the Spirit Squad, things like that. So that might be what I do with this. But if you are holding out and you didn't get the season pass, then I'd say, maybe you can skip this pack and not buy it. And then we have the Global Superstars pack, everybody, that is coming out at the end of September. So we have a long wait. We're going from July, the end of July, then we got all of August, there's gonna be nothing. And then we're gonna get all of September, there's gonna be nothing until September 18th when the Global Superstars pack comes out, which is a big one because it's a lot of, well, current WWE superstars that we need to use in the game. My only hope then is between all of that, and people have asked in the comments too, are we gonna see anything in between? Will WWE 2K give us any more content in between the DLCs? Because it is a large gap. And without that much of an update, you got nothing else to do other than the My Faction stuff. My only thinking is that we will get more patches, a couple of more in between the DLC gaps, and probably more Persona cards, more content coming out. My hope is that if they do add more Persona cards, they are purchasable like they've done with Roman Reigns. They are a reasonable price of like 27,000 VC, so it's going to end up being around that $10 mark, and people can just grind or they can buy if the card is of and the character is of value of them. But the limitations, again, that is also something to be kind of cautious about. Now, something a little off topic from WWE 2K, but it's still going to be some interesting news, at least for me, is we got Call of Duty and WWE crossover for Call of Duty Season 5. So the official Call of Duty social media accounts dropped this teaser on Friday, and they used the term SmackDown and tagged WWE in the caption. The trailer itself says that the new season will kick off on July 24th. There's not much to grab out of this trailer other than it's a wrestling ring, and there seems to be 3 shadows of figures standing there. Now, who could they put in there for a Call of Duty crossover WWE? Number one, I'm excited for it because, well, I play a little bit of Call of Duty here and there, and I would get some WWE skins. It'd be fun. If we're looking at 3 of them, who's going to be the most marketable? Who they want to kind of mix it up with, and that's recognizable? If it's going to be for current WWE superstars, I always think Xavier Woods is somebody because of Up, Up, Down, Down, and he's widely popular, and we have seen all of New Day in Gears of War in previous years, if you guys remember that. So it's not new for them to do this crossover stuff, and last time they did give us like Batista and New Day within Gears of War, which is really cool. They could do just the New Day, put them in there, but I think Woods specifically is probably somebody they would have for Call of Duty. They could do, I would love it if they did Cody. Like I would. Like if they put Cody in there, he's a playable character. Cody Rhodes is also a pick of mine. Would you get like a Roman Reigns? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, you want Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? Or CM Punk. But they could do something really cool, and maybe it's Becky Lynch. I don't know. There's a couple of different options there, but might be a lot of fun for some people that like to play Call of Duty. Now, continuing the conversation though with WWE 2K, 2K25, because it's a little ways away, but it ain't that long. It's currently in full development, and we gotta wonder though, What are we going to get? Are we going to get the showcase mode? We're going to get an updated universe mode finally. Are they going to fix things? We don't know yet, ladies and gentlemen, but there's a lot to wonder about. But one of the things that we also wonder about is consoles, and what consoles the game is going to be available on. What platforms are we going to get it on? And a lot of us, not everybody, but a lot of people want it to come just on next gen, current gen consoles and platforms. So PC, PS5, Xbox Series X. That's what a lot of people are hoping for, but not everybody, because a lot of people still have their PlayStation 4s and their Xbox Ones and they want to play it on there. We might have some indication though of the direction that they could go in with 2K25. And that is with NBA 2K25 has just been announced, and it is announced to be on all platforms, including last gen. So with NBA 2K25 still coming out on PS4 and Xbox One, it's a fairly strong indicator, I would say. It's not for sure, but it's a strong indication that that's what they're going to do with WWE 2K for the next game. I think the install base is still huge. They're still supporting last generation consoles. Players still play it on there. Personally, I still see tons of comments of people saying, yeah, I still play on PS4 all the time. Consoles are very expensive, so I get it. One of the things though that's interesting is that with NBA 2K is that they are giving PC players the features and updates that are available on next gen consoles, and they're bringing it to PC. Features like NBA Pro Play, giving you the more authentic look of the game, is coming to PC, so it's going to match up what you're going to get on current gen consoles. So if WWE 2K is going to be coming out again on PS4 and Xbox One and the current gen consoles, what do they need to do differently? In my eyes, I think that they need to take advantage of the current gen hardware that's out there, try to give those players, those platforms, a little extra. Either graphically, we just obviously get the enhancements, but maybe take it up a notch graphically and enhance those things and the audio and all of that production. They could also do things, and I wish they would, give just some added bonus features when it comes to PC, PS5, and Series X, and taking advantage of that hardware and that power. And what I mean is maybe like extra match type, or something like 5v5 elimination matches, Survivor Series traditional style, stuff that clearly cannot work on last gen consoles. Maybe take advantage of the hardware and give those players on PS5, Series X, PC a little bit more to work with, a little bit more incentive to get those next gen features. Also, it could just help if you want to talk on the business side of it. That could also just drive people to buy a next gen console, to say, well, I love playing the 2K games and they're going to give me more features on the new games and the new console, so I might as well go get it, or I was planning to get one. So it can entice players to pick it up anyways. But for me, I would love it if they took advantage of more what the hardware can do and give it a little bit more of a leg up in that way. So let me know if you guys are going to pick up Man Bun, Roman Reigns, and any others in the marketplace. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one, and take a look at today's sponsor. Thank you for supporting the channel. Have a great day. See ya. This video is sponsored by Royal 888. Royal 888 is partnering up with VIP Bets for sports betting platform, and they are able to take online sports betting to the next level, offering wages for a large variety of sports and different interests. So if you are somebody that enjoys things like myself, where it's MMA, boxing, esports, those betting options are available to you to take advantage of. The website is intuitive, easy to use, and great for you to be able to access for different things that you're interested in, such as the various viewing options under the live events. There's pre-match sections, and allows you to manage all of your bets that you have placed. The Royal 888 online casino is a lot of fun as well. For somebody like myself, I actually do enjoy going over to the casinos and being able to play a couple of slot machines or play a game of poker. Blackjack is actually one of my personal favorites, but I'm not very good at it. But Royal 888 does a great job by having a variety of gambling options available to you all on their website. On top of the sports betting, they offer a variety of the casino games, including the slots, the poker, baccarat, blackjack, and more. What's also really cool is that they take it a step further and they allow these casino games available virtually through live streams. What's really cool too is that for new users like yourself, you sign up and you'll be able to get a first time deposit bonus. This is of 100% matching the user's deposit of up to $1,000. The platform's available across different countries as well. Canada, New Zealand, Ireland, for example. The platform holds licenses with both the Kanawaka Gaming Commission and Kurikeko. All players must be 18 years of age or older to play. If you're interested, check out the link in the description for Royal 888. Please play responsibly and enjoy some online play.